Hey Golden, how are you? Hey, what's up? What am I testing? Button hold stuff. I'm trying to see if I can make. Oh, I just realized my mic's a little far away. Ah. Hope shit's going good with knowledge. It has been. I've been learning a lot. I guess Team Ninja's committed to 1 game a year. Yeah, it looks like it. Hope they succeed. So what I'm testing right now is I'm actually what I'm testing is less important as opposed to what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to see if I can use Serpent Sweep naturally, even with the weird inputs. So I'm messing around with the button hold settings to see if that makes an impact. No, not right now. I'm not extending airtime right now. I can extend airtime without too much trouble. I'm trying to make Serpent Sweep feel more viable. Same with like Ocean Zephyr. Basically any of the inputs that have hold, dodge while guarding. I'm trying to see if I can make it feel natural. So it's just a lot of testing. Right, Serpent Sweep. I don't really know what all of it means, so just testing it out. It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Not sure why one aerial light attack causes a divine flight to end immediately, but two aerial lights and a divine flight allow it to continue chaining normally. Oh, that is so weird. It even worse? Hey Dante. It even worse? I legit cannot tell. I hate the lack of clarity on some of these very basic but important things. What is this strange dodge behavior across weapons? Dodge, roll. Dodge, roll. Dodge, dodge. I'm curious about Wolong too. We might get demonic key this time around along with genuine key. Yeah, could be cool. We'll see how they go. Hey, remember something I complained about certain dodges being enhanced? Look how far we've come. I know. You either die as a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Interesting, okay. When it comes to Wolong, I don't know what they'll do. Hopefully it's cool. This feels so bad. I like being able to modify guard, like these two inputs, but I wish there was more custom controls. That's legit like the one thing I wish. Like the antidotes basically for me is I can't guard dodge. Like I'll try it, I'll see if I can make it work. Because I want to be able to use Serpent Sweep, but I really want to have the input. I'll probably submit a feedback thing about it. Maybe Salo Commando's working on it right now. Yeah, yep, sure he is. Obviously, I'd have to play it on PC. I don't have a powerful enough PC, which is why I'm just hoping that some of these things can just be done natively. I really want to use Serpent Sweep, but man, it's just challenging. Yeah, let's boost it up. Let's see if I can do it with those swords. Good second time. Precise either way.
私はあらゆるものが私にひれ伏すのだ。強いな私は。
Man, this sucks.
あらゆるものが私にひれ伏すのだ。
Yeah, the serpent sweep thing makes it so frustrating. It just... I can't block dodge. I can't block dodge easily. Now let's try without it. It's really aggravating. What's the point of that button hold option? Dude, I don't even know. That's my problem. My assumption is like, oh, you don't have to hold the button as long, or you do have to hold the button as long, but I don't know what that means. What are the, it just says settings. These are settings. These are vibration settings. What are the settings here? That's the problem. I don't like it. Let's see what happens if I have toggle. I'm just very curious. Hey, what's up, Joey? Oh, that's even worse. I saw you doing mental health streams. Respect. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. Okay, this no way I'm playing with toggle. That's too painful. I'm doing all of this just to be able to use Serpent Sweep. I'm not tuned in since my mental health is perfectly treated with alcohol and stomping the gas pedal. Oh, and sleep. Great. Okay, kick him out. But I went through all of it just for one martial art. That's how badly I want to use it. I'm actually gonna... Let me see if Team Ninja's community manager has that in his Discord. Like, I really want to use it. Split Staff would definitely benefit. And it's a great ability. But goddamn, like, I can't work with it. It's too frustrating. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna... Yeah, the skill expansion mod, of course, made a lot of these problems just kind of go away. They just weren't an issue. But now Neo 3... Of course, there's a lot of improvements, but there's some other things I want to improve too. Okay. The topic... Okay. Okay. Am I keeping notes and shit? I'm actually right now telling Master about it. Oh, the build Bible V3 in the making? I mean, I'm not focusing on that. I'm legit right now telling Team Ninja's community manager in his Discord about like, hey, please allow players to customize controls used for martial arts further. For example, hey Lana, for example, the whole dodge while guarding input conflicts heavily with a natural habit to dodge while guarding. When I attempt to dodge normally, it makes a split second. The game will sometimes think I'm trying to activate martial arts like Serpent Sweep, but I'm just trying to dodge while keeping myself safe with the guard input. I've tried adjusting button hold settings to perhaps find a window of leniency for my dodging while guarding. However, this seems to make no substantive difference. And this seems to make no substantive difference. I would ideally like to change things as I desire. I might personally modify such an input to guard plus aim, but I'd rather just have us players be given the option to customize things further. Alright, I legit just posted it to Master, so we'll see if Team Ninja will be nice about it and perhaps allow players to customize things. I don't know. It's been there since Alpha of Neo 1, things like buffered for 0.3 seconds, and that makes a difference. This game, like, those seconds, like, those split seconds make a huge difference. Absolutely make a huge difference. Neo, in my experience, at least the way that I'm playing, requires precision. Here, I'll show you without Serpent Sweep. I'm just gonna block dodge. Look, like this is effortless. I can do last minute dodges without much of a concern. Right, Pain. That's why I put her in high stance as well, because I typically wasn't going to. I wasn't typically going to like dodge with the dodge in high stance. What's that? I haven't seen any official confirmation about it being open field, but they're suggesting that. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, bombs are great in this game. This is such a bad idea. My airplay is fantastic, thanks. For me, I'm cool with Wolong being airplay. That'd be fun. It's suggestive of it might be airplay of open field, but I'm not sure. 'You think they'll add more Demon of Sins? Maybe? I don't know.
私ではダメなのか。
Oh, damn it. Close enough. I did not get too addicted to Neo 3 like I did for 1 and 2. I played thousands of hours for Neo 1 and 2. Only a few hundred for 3. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure either. Obsession is such a great design. Wolf mouths everywhere. Necklace of cannonballs. Yeah, it's fun. I like them. I think it's cool. Oh, what a shame though. More prayer beads. I don't want no prayer beads. I want fancy loots. No, give me divine version of that. I want my divines. Yeah, if you... Right, Voss. Right. So, Neo 3 doesn't have full scope of stuff. The open world is fantastic for regular game, but in New Game Plus I just ran to the bosses. Yeah, probably. If you rush the game, you're not going to spend that much time in it. That's usually how it goes. I think the ninja mode was way too easy, so I crushed my way through it. I've heard people say that they feel ninja style was too easy for them. Whereas for me, I'm like, no, it's all good. I actually find samurai style to be a lot easier. I'm like, all I have to do if I really want to go easy mode is just sit there and deflect. And never worry about key problems, really. And then do some crazy, stupid damage. It's kind of funny to me. Ninja mode, it's like, yo, you gotta do like 50 things and get behind the enemy and do lots of damage and apply confusion. I'm like, that's a lot. With samurai style, I can never do. Oh, I have to remember to throw bombs and be efficient and all this. With samurai style, it's like, haha, very funny. Fist of Reckoning with Cestices just breaks everything. It's silly. Nice, we got the victory, right? What do you mean unfortunate result? Bro. Oh, that would do it? Okay. Sure. Nice. Okay, perfect. The clan is now maxed. It's time to transfer. No, Oniryu, that's wrong. Okay, which clan is next? Get all the clans. Ninja suits your dart in, dart out style. Yeah, if that's what you like, great. Samurai is more about stand your ground and deflect. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's there for. You like what you like. No harm, no foul. Alright, what do I want? It does hit harder when you come back to samurai. It's like leveling up your attack. Wait, what do you mean? What hits harder? Samurai? Or, oh, you're saying samurai hits harder. Yeah, ninja style, like, if you just do straight up, like, in front of an enemy, and just do pure, like, melee to melee stuff, ninja style suffers. Right, ninja will do more damage from behind, but maintaining that damage is difficult. Whereas with samurai style, if you are comfortable enough with arch proficiency, and if you're comfortable enough maintaining your ki, you can do a ridiculous amount of damage. It's just comical. Stomp into Fist of Reckoning as the 6th unique thing you do in arts proficiency, especially when you have skills like Oppressive Strength. Just like, cool, hyper armor through this and do like 25% damage. For me, by the way, 25% like HP and damage from like a boss. I have a low damage thing, mind you, or rather a lazy damage thing, and it's like hilarious. I'm like, bro, this is so fucking autopilot. And then, oh, I'm out of ki, alright, Limitless Tough, which has all the hyper armor in the world. So it's like, if you can find certain strains for certain weapons, and if you understand that with samurai style, it's like freaking easy. And as Chicken Burrito is saying, if, however, you can understand how to get behind enemies more consistently, which is challenging, then you can do some scary damage. Yeah, like with Split Staff, if I can get behind an enemy, I will shred them with Swirling Tides. But that's not reliable. Ninja style has a lot of tools to help you get behind an enemy, but it's a very tight window to do so, and it has to be very mindful. Alright, which clan do I want this time? Protection from death, non-critical. And that's not bad. Prevent one-shots? Okay, maybe. Have confusion last longer? Nah, I don't need that. Key damage with the Guardian Spirit skills? It's not too bad. I wish I could force myself to try new styles. I don't have that skill for any game. That's not a... What skill? I want to try new things. Here's what I'm hearing. You don't have to, like, look, this is just a video game. Do whatever you want for fun. I'm just finding, like, you're saying I don't have the skill to try new styles. I'm like, bro, you just push a fucking button. What do you mean it's a personal flaw? You're telling me it's a personal flaw for you to push one button in Neo 3. Style shift is one button. Is it a personal flaw to not be able to push that one button? I don't know what you're really meaning behind it, but from the words, it's like, all you gotta do in Neo 3 to try a new style is push one button. There's no, like... So, find it very bizarre. Don't be silly, learning proper deflect as a default takes time, or learning a new weapon. That's being... We're talking about two different things. I'm talking about trying a new style. You're talking about being good with a new style. We're talking about different things. Obviously, if you're comfortable with ninja style, being good with samurai style, yes, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I'm not talking about that. You wrote out, I wish I could force myself to try new styles. I don't have that skill for any game. Like, you can just try a new style by pushing a button. That's it. You don't have to be good at it, but you can try it. That's all. Like... I'm not saying mastery. I wish I could force myself to stick with a different style enough to be good at it. Okay, that's different. I don't even think that's a personal flaw. It's just everyone has different... Like, if you enjoy... Like, it's fine. It's a video game. If you're not curious enough about it for whatever reason, that's fine. Some people aren't gonna like samurai style, just like some people don't like ninja style, which is fine. Some people don't like using both. That's totally valid. If it's not of interest to you, don't force yourself, dude. Forcing yourself to do something in a video game, like, come on, let's just have fun. It's cool. Toughness, maybe life drain melee kill. I don't need that. Right, it's if you only play one new game per year on average, so then, like, if it's too much stress, then don't worry about it. Like, no one has to play it. You play the game however you want. It's your game. You paid for it. Have fun. Key recovery speed? Does it really matter what I pick? Play the game however you want, just don't summon Gakis? Correct. Otherwise you'll get emotionally banned. I guess I'll get the key recovery speed. Wait, where was it? Elden Ring is 100 of weapons. That's fine. Again, you play however you want to play. It's alright. Cass does the same thing with the video games. She likes playing the same thing because she doesn't enjoy the other ones. When we played Borderlands 2, I would like playfully tease her that she would always play the Siren. She did try the Necromancer, and she tried some of the other things, but she's like, yeah, I still like the Siren. Siren's for me. That was fine. Or whenever we're playing Path of Exile 2 together, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna just get tons of minions, because I like minions. That's fine. No harm, no foul.
主はいず
You play games however you want. Just video games for entertainment. I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you want for fun. It's a video game. Lana, that's not my name. I'm not Poofy. She's playing a witch. I'm playing a sorceress. So we're just learning the game. So we kind of pick some builds. She's going for, I think, what was it? Like contagion with like unearth or something. And then for my sorceress, I'm playing like a spark sorceress. So spark with orb of storms. Yeah, we're playing wizards, spellcasters. Also, capture. I don't want. Yeah, lightning sorcerer, lots of zappy. I try to be disciplined in life. I fail the discipline to stick with new gameplay. I mean, Joey, sure, but it sounds like it matters to you. It doesn't matter to me. I'm like, bro, you just play however you want. No big deal. What's making you mention this? Like, does it really affect you? Sounds like it. Like, do you want to be able to try to play differently? Like, you don't have to at all. I don't want to do that. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just see. Let's put all my current knowledge to the test. Yes, you can go to bed, Lana. Don't know why you're asking me permission, but okay. Yes, Chicken Burrito, you can also, you guys can do what you want. didn't notice. Gee, swirling tide, way to go. Alright, fish boy time.
虚しいあがきだな。国松様の姿勢は変わらぬよ。
Okay, cool. Blew him up.
暗き輝きの力思い知るがいい。
Is there any giant boss you think is fun? Whether Neo or Wolong? I mean, super big, like Yuki, Otatui, or Otaotie. No. Damn, I was trying to test that. Didn't work. I don't remember too much about the Wolong stuff, so I can't say. I haven't played that game in years.
我こそは武家の友になり行くぞ
Demon of Hatred is a good huge boss. I didn't consider that. For me, that's not my definition of huge boss, like, in the style that I think the others are talking about.
国松様の姿勢は変わらぬ。
Oh shit. Everything's going okay. Hey Tolly, do I think I'll stop playing until the DLCs come out? Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Oh, I didn't dodge. could do Neo 3 guide stuff. I was considering doing that today. Maybe I'll play other games, I'm not sure. Right now I'm just going brain dead.
虚しいあがきだ。国松様の知性は変わらぬよ。無様なものよ。何故だ。真空の強きくこの私が。本人ごときが。
Oh, seriously? Maybe start playing Devil's Third on stream? I'm not sure. Yeah, the damage is huge because I do back damage with the big bomb and get all the hits off. It's very effective. Is Jack canon to the Final Fantasy universe? I hope so.
我こそ武家の棟梁行くぞ。我が大義阻ませ。その程度か愚か者め。わしをここまで追い詰めた。
Sweet. I hope we get lots of new moves for the DLC. I really do. It would be a lot of fun.
虚しいあがきだ。国松様の姿勢は変わらぬよ。無様な者よ。人ごときが。
You've had Tokugawa spawning with green, red, and blue hair. What? That's bizarre. Long term. I think Spear only got, aside from the transformed arts, I think, yeah, aside from transformed arts, I think the only thing it got was the, what was that called? That movie you're talking about, the Midair thing. Yeah, whirling, it's, what was it called, like Vortex or something? Yeah, I'm getting better at autopilot. Dude, I double switched. Son of a bitch, really. I legit double switched. Accident. I was trying to do Adachi Flash. Yeah, my head's pretty empty. I'm like, yeah, do this, yeah, do that, yeah, do this. God damn it. No, I think I'm good with doing Gathering of the Greats. I don't feel like redoing all that, bro. I just don't. I can autopilot this a lot. That's already big enough progress. Oh well. Bad start in the beginning, low health. It is what it is. I can autopilot it, but man, I don't really want to anymore. Yeah, it's a shame. Oh well. I'm not all that bothered. Hiroko is a fun final boss. Kunimatsu, not so much. I think Kunimatsu might be my least favorite boss in the game. I still prefer him to many other boss fights, but oh well. I think I'll take a little break. Thing for me to worry about. Would you replace any of the guarding skills with soul cores if it was an optional thing you could do? No. I want to see, like, no, I don't. I wouldn't, for me. Like, soul cores are cool, but I'm more curious to see new things for Neo 3, to be honest. Head is going even emptier? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I can play this game pretty, like, autopilot now. Oh, just get behind an enemy doing these specific things. Use these moves in these specific situations. Like, I can autopilot it. To the point where I can handle these 4 bosses. And 4 out of the 5 without too much trouble. To the point I can experiment. Like, I'm fine. I'm not stressed. Supernatural Shrieks I handled yesterday with stuff alone. This one, I don't really like this one. I know, makes sense given the playtime. Right, I need DLC! I need my DLC. I remember the first few times I did these, I kept thinking, like, bro, this seems so impossible. It's quite an endurance fest. And it still is. But for the most part, it's not something that, like, really stresses me out anymore. It's like, yeah, I know what to do. Yeah, I got it. 4 months. Yeah, I have been playing a long time. Duel still stresses me out? Alright, let's do duels. Let's see, can I handle it? Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in September, right? Okay. I like that awkward staring contest. Damn it. should make a super on Ryoki in the DLC. Okay, Blood Edge Demon time. No! Why didn't you dodge? God damn it. The character didn't dodge. What was he? Damn it! Oh. What happened? Why didn't I dodge? I think my character was probably just mid-stuck in like in the deflect animation. That was pretty good. Fight me! It's just like walking away, like I'm right there, you idiot. I do hope that there's like fresh exploration for DLC 1. Who knows what'll happen? Your dodge key consumption's so huge. Oh my god. Low stance is so much better. I didn't realize how impactful that would be. Holy shit. Oh my god, the slow! Look at that! Look at this slow dodge! What is going on? It's Whirlpool. Made a mistake, you watched Whip gameplay in Wolong, now you want to play? Yeah, Whip is pretty cool. Who's fighting me? Neither. Okay, you. No, okay, not you. Okay, you gonna fight me now? Grab a bomb. Alright, Swirling Tides, let's go. Super oofed. I have not heard of Dragon Sword Awakening, the game. Oh, again! I fucked up that dodge again. I need to dodge in most things. My stance is such a bad idea. Dragon's Dogma's getting an expansion? Yeah, I heard about that. seriously. Oh my god! Bro, I did not expect the transition so fast. Oh. Alright, I think that's enough for this mission. Oh. Just the instant death. It's not like... Oh man. Damn it! Get all the way back there. That's rough. I need a little breather, dude. Jeez. Alright, let me catch up with chat. I know y'all have been talking about various things you're hoping for future games that are coming out. I guess we'll find out. Holy smokes, dude. That sucked at the very end. Bloodied Demon. Like, I avoided the first attack well, but then I just did not expect him to follow up so quickly. And then I died, and now it's like, oh, I gotta redo everything. I don't want to redo everything. I've already beaten this so many times. Okay, well, let's see what I picked up. Maybe I got some loot I might like. Paralysis resistance. Some lightning. What's Advent define? Life drain, Guardian Spirit scale hit. That's not too shabby. 20. But no, I don't really want any of those. Suppose I can I can just save any General of Ruin I pick up, in case I want to mess with it. Suppose it can't hurt. Oh, this has tenacity? I didn't know that. I mean, that's actually really useful. I would legit equip it. Tenacity, huh? That's not too bad. Oh, well then I can mess with it in my blessings. It's a Wolong time for you? Alright, have fun with Wolong. Where is it? Do I not have it? I should have it. I'm curious, what other helmets are possible? Okay, which ones do I not need now? I can always switch this out. I think I have enough. Okay, I got enough gloves. I don't need trousers. And I got boots. Okay, oh, cool. Oh, cool, even more boots. Okay, I got even more trousers. Looks like I got a bunch of gloves. Aha! I think I got my robe of the Exalted, finally. Nice, nice. So I could get the damage dealt. 5 pieces, huh? So then I need the necklace. Okay, suppose I could run that right away. Cool. More lightning ornamories. I could one use a Yasakani, but which one would I want? Oh, they're both Bensai 10s anyway. Oh man. Okay. Let's see, if I wanted... I'm only really taking this for the... I mean, the shell gauge charge is okay. Really, I'm picking it for the Spirit Force evade. Yeah. The dodge key consumption... Oh, that is actually nice, though. But I don't know how impactful that is. Minus 7%, that's nice for mid-stance, but... That's really it. So, okay, 14 Spirit. I mean, I could just get, like, another 3 here. 3 things put on here. Where would I have speed or room for it? Not here. Not here? How many decreased damage takens do I have? Oh, I have 2. Amrita absorption and life recovery. Okay, so I can get an extra 4. An extra 8. And then an extra 12. Okay, so like I could part with this. That wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I could do that. I could just get a lot of Shaman Queen necklaces. And then I could swap that out. What about here? Okay, I got one thing I could get rid of. Oh, but I don't really need to swap, do I? Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty happy with this as it is. Just Lightning or Nemoris are the only ones I really want. I don't think there's any set I want for Samurai style at this time. I'm not sure. Admittedly though, getting that 4-piece bonus for faster key recovery on Deflect would be so great. I would thoroughly enjoy that. But these are all heavy, aren't they? I mean, medium weight I guess would help a little. Do I have Minamoto set? Okay, but let me verify. Do I have everything I need for this? Boots of the Exalted, check. Pants? Check. Gloves? Check. Chest? Check. Yes, I do. Even the helmet. The Sinister Tyrants, assuming I want to get life recovery, curing life corrosion. That's provided I go with the Yasakani. So, in other words, I'm fine for ninja style. Got it. So I can swap all these out. Now I can get the shaman thing. Now for torso, what would I want? This is precisely the problem. I do not know what to get. Dual protection. I have mostly light armor. General of Ruin. I mean, I suppose I could get the pieces. It can't hurt. Different switchglaive, perhaps. I don't want the increased damage dealt on Rita absorption. I don't really need that. It's nice, but not necessary. You think Wayfarer is pretty good? Jeez, heavy armor for versatile warrior. I know. Which one's Wayfarer? What color is that? Life recovery, arts proficiency, attack, strong attack damage, key damage, and then what's this rising tide? After you deal damage with the martial art. Okay. Okay, so if I don't use martial arts back to back, I get a damage boost. That's not that important to me. Key damage is helpful. Life proficient or life recovery with arts proficiency attack. That's nice. I do have to admit, that's pretty nice. Oh, you never read the last bonus? Oh, okay. No, I don't want critical. Are you kidding me? %, less key consumed. I mean, that's pretty good. Just 6 whole pieces, bro. And it's medium. Dang, I don't know. What's cutting spirit? Sure, I'll go with this. Why not? So many clan bonuses. Key recovery bonus. Armita gauge. That's nice. Jeez. Man, that sucks. I whiffed against Blood Edge Demon twice. Hey, Triggy, not too much. Just chilling. Also, it's cool that I can use more of the midair stuff now. I'm kind of comfortable with it. Oh, I know what they could do for samurai style. Jump past key pulse. You can dodge on key pulse, you can jump to key pulse. Perfect. Like, simple. I would equip that. Jump to key pulse. That would make things a lot easier, actually. Alright, skill management wise, I think for Samurai style, the keep pulse man thing is nice, but it's pretty tall order. No, I don't need to do that, not really. I'll just do that. Purify Yokai Realm Earth. I suppose next time I can start changing this out. I have all the light armor.
Irashai. また来てね。
How you doing, Triggy? I hope you are doing well. Alright, I'll play a little more and then I think I'm gonna go. You just got back home from a run with your puppy, feeling exhausted but glad to chill now? Oh my! That's lovely that you spend time with your puppy like that. Puppers are so cute. Gotta savor the puppy stage before he's an adult and no longer cute. Oh, it's interesting you say that, because with our cats, I just treat them like kittens anyway. I don't think the Blood Edge Demon's gonna be over here. I should get another cat. It's a lot of work already. Yeah, true. Really? I can't do this shit? That's too funny. Yeah, I don't think there's a Blood Edge Demon today that I can fight. I just want, like, I want to learn Blood Edge Demon. That's a fun enemy, but it's very hard to fight them reliably. I was just doing that mission, Triggy, with Demonic Duels. And I got to the Blood Edge Demon and then I died really quickly. Like, almost immediately, and having to redo all of that is not something I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Because it's like, you know, 20 whole minutes of stuff. I don't really want to do it. Oh. Let's see. What's of my interest? Like, it's happened... that phenomena is not unique to that mission today. I was doing Gathering of the Greats, and then I died on Kunimatsu. And I'm like... Like, I don't really want to go through all this all over again, because at this point I'm not doing it for fun, I'm just doing it to beat it, and it kind of sucks playing that way. So I was like, screw this, I'm done. These are like the super difficult missions though. So, it's not exactly too surprising. I mean, normally people fight one boss at a time. I'm fighting 4 or 5 back to back. That's a little different. Beat this today, almost beat this. Almost beat, well, got close. I didn't almost beat this, but I got to the last thing, died there, last thing died there. You're doing them on Shogun's Journey is insane. True, yeah. With some janky build, even at all stats, not even plus 15 gear, just plus 7 gear. Alright, let's see how long it takes for me to get annoyed with this mission. I'm curious. Damn, son. Alright. My least favorite boss.
秘伝の力しかと見極めろさすがの技前よ
I'm getting pretty close to being annoyed. Just this boss. I don't mind Yoshitsune, I don't mind Kusanagi, just this guy.秘伝の力をしかと見極める Oh yeah, I hated Honda in Neo too.
からよ我が槍さばきご覧に入れよう見事
Well, I kind of broke him there. A little bit. Still not that fun. Alright, it's Yoshi time. Yoshi can be cheesed with mid-air play. Wanna see?
天狗の太刀陸東の兵法平家を下した力ご覧に入れよ王子様本気を見せましょうまだまだ心は折れぬ飛行の力この程度ではないはず
So stupid! Ugh. not too shabby. Maybe I should use Twitch for the funny emojis. I mean, you can. Goodbye. Wow, I did not have that much trouble this time. Cool. My buddy who recently got into this game has been doing Midair stuff exclusively with Tonfa's and Ninja style and running life enemy to absorption. That's not how I play the game. I'm a samurai style stan, so it's interesting to see how he plays, to say the least. Neo 3 is his first first Neo game. So there's a lot he doesn't understand, but it's okay. He's having fun at the end of the day. Yeah, that's the big thing. And what I really like about Neo 3, I think for players at large, is there's a lot more that players can do. There's a lot more customization, and it all feels overall pretty good. I'm thoroughly impressed by Neo 3. I think it's fantastic. Holy shit, life train martial arts, 4%? Oh, that's 4%. Perma aerial style sounds cool. It can work with some weapons like Tonfa. I've seen a guy legit just do... He'll use ninjutsu with Tonfa, a lot of the aerial feathers. I think the calamity feathers, I'm not sure. And so he'll do the midair, like, martial arts. Where it's like, move forward with Tonfa, use martial art. And then move backward, or sorry. Move forward, use ninjutsu. Move backward, and use ninjutsu. And just, like, keep staying in the air. I've seen that. I'm not a, like, the way that it was played, I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it was still pretty cool. Himiko's staff. Ah, yes. Cool. Oh, it's fun. It's still very cool. And again, I don't say that to diminish the value of those things. I'm just glad that players can do some really crazy shit like that. I would want them to be able to try all sorts of different playstyles. I think that's great. Oh, living artifact should let us have wings to fly. That'd be kind of sick. Oh, what do you know? I got one of these already. Flame breath damage? Yeah, that's not really my thing. Alright, cool though. Well, cool. Oh yeah, Swolepool, did you get to see Yoshitsune get Yoshitsunade? Do you want to see? Did you get to see Yoshitsune get destroyed? With like little effort whatsoever? No brain required for Yoshitsune. Hey Jax. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Let me know, Swolepool, because if not, I will... Oh, you probably missed it? Okay, well you're not gonna miss it now. If you leave, you'll miss it. This will be the last thing I do today. Okay, I'm gonna go completely brainless split stuff. Oh no. That's it. Yeah, Yoshitsune kind of like bugs out if you're in the air. Which is unfortunately kind of disappointing. He's not built for air combat. I'm surprised he won't just like try to do some hits. Yeah. Like he won't do anything. He's just like, oh cool, you're hitting me. Yeah, yeah, he doesn't have anti-air and he doesn't register it. I've tried it with other weapons, but you could just see it, just like point blank, swirling tides. Pretty much the entire fight. By the way, swirling tides is like really, really powerful. Really powerful. So yeah. My dude didn't get the aerial update. Now that's true. Alright, I'm stopping for today. Yeah. So many, like he just won't compute. Hopefully he gets more of an advanced toolkit with the DLCs. I hope all the enemies get updated. Because, yeah, as it stands, there are some... Yeah, it's even more busted than Water Sword. Because he just... If you're in the air, he just, like, doesn't compute. So, with Ninja Style, like, his AI just doesn't know what to do. I've tried it with hatchets. I've tried it with, like, every other weapon for Ninja Style. And any mid-air play... He just doesn't try to attack, even though he could probably hit, so... You should at least try. Right, and it is ironic considering he's a Birdman, and he has projectile-based things. Like, it would make sense if he's like, alright, you're gonna attack me? Well, you're in my face, let me slice you. Or let me do, like, AoEs. Yeah, the game, he probably doesn't see the player character. It's just, oh, like, I've seen him try to swirl around me before, but it just doesn't register for him. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, well, I'm gonna start dipping out, guys. Let's see. Before I get going... If there's any interest in my questionnaire for stuff for this upcoming Saturday, feel free to submit a question in advance. If not, I so far have no questions, which is fine by me in all honesty. We just talk about stuff. But yeah, if you wanted specific help, free coaching, stuff like that, feel free to ask in a form, and then be sure to attend. But if you just want to hang out on Saturdays, that's fine too. Soji is good anti-air, he will cut you down. Yeah, I think a lot of the enemies from Neo 3 anyway, like, have that built-in anti-air. Just too good at your job, man. Everyone had their questions answered. They had their questions answered, but I don't know if it helped them. I can answer questions, but it may not register to some people. I'll tell you a story, actually, before I go. Alright, so I was telling Cass about this, and Cass and I, of course, have the same thing. So I'm helping this guy. It's not one of my clients, but I'm helping this guy who's a client for someone I know. Again, this other guy that I'm probably going to volunteer with. I'm going to try to ask if I can just volunteer some free labor for him for a letter of recommendation and stuff. Here, let me quit out of this. I don't want the Neo music in the background. So, get out of there. Okay, so him and his wife are going through a divorce. All right, it's very standard, or she's thinking of leaving or something. It's very standard in my line of work. Like, oh my gosh, my partner wants a divorce. What do I do? How do I stop the divorce from happening? And like, I want to reconcile and stuff like that. All right, that is pretty much always the starting point of like, oh no, everything is so hopeless. My partner is checked out. She's leaving me. Right? So this guy, I don't think he's not really listening to what we're saying. And I can kind of tell. I think he's just stuck in like being afraid and being so self-focused. He's not recognizing. He's not really empathizing, so that's a big problem. But here's what he's doing. And like, you feel free to share your thoughts on this. So him and his wife have a kid. Their son is 4 years old. All right. His wife has taken her son, I guess, on a trip. They're going to like Universal Studios or something. And the kid's like 4 years old. Naturally, he's affected by the divorce and stuff. But I think like for the wife, she's like, all right, I want to like, you know, have fun with my son and let him like have a break from all this stress and so on and so forth. And so the kid hasn't been, the 4-year-old hasn't like hasn't said, hey, I want to speak to dad or something, right? And it's been several days. Not a single mention of that. Like, want to speak to dad. How's dad doing? Like, nothing like that, right? And so, he's pretty tired from going to Universal Studios, probably just like having the blast of his life, being 4 years old, and who knows what else, right? And wife is like, well, he hasn't asked to call you, and so, you know, it doesn't seem like he wants to, and don't want to like upset or trigger him with all like the difficult divorce stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of understandable. And then, but the client is basically kind of disregarding all of that and thinking, well, if the son is upset, it won't last forever, and he should have a connection with me, his father, and like, let's just like, we can calm him down and get him to talk to me type of deal. And so the wife's like, well, he's having a lot of fun, like, let him have fun, let's not mess that up, let him enjoy himself. And then the husband, the client, is like, well, I told her she's being a cruel person, and it's normal to want to talk to your kids when they're gone for a long time. And I'm like, bro. You want to reconcile with your wife. You just called her a cruel person. Like, do you not like... You literally got in your own way. No, honey, you're being cruel. I should be able to talk to my child when I want to. Yeah, I want to be together. You're so cruel if you're a cruel person. And I'm like, I bet this guy thinks his wife's a total bitch. I'm like, that's not gonna help with reconciliation. Yeah, right, Jack's like, make it make sense. You want her or you don't? He's like, well, and he's probably gonna say like, well, I don't really want her. She's being too difficult. Blah 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 blah, and like entertaining all this bullshit in his head. And it's like, he's asked, am I in the wrong? Isn't it normal to want to talk to my son? And then he's like, well, if the situation were flipped type of deal, you know. And he was like, well, I'm gonna take my kid, my son, on a trip like sometime during the summer. And my wife said, if my son doesn't want to call her, then she's not gonna expect him to do it while we're there for a week. You know, and he's like, well, I'm gonna be the bigger person and call her anyway, because I know how much it hurts not getting to talk to my son. Exactly. It's normal to want to talk to your son. I'm like, but bro, you're fighting over it. Ah, yes. You know what? Super logical. Hey, honey, I can be the person. I really want you to get back with me. I promise to be the safe space for you, but now I'm gonna fight you. In fact, regardless of what my son's feeling, what I want, I know I'm being selfish, but I'm gonna do it, type of deal. Actually, I like replied to him. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And so I'm like, bro, like, you're fighting with your wife, and then insert more reasons about I'm going to double down on my perspective. And he's just focused on like, it's my perspective. This is what I feel like. Here's my perspective. Here's my perspective. I'm like, bro, that's not the fucking point. Right, Jax? Now we know why she left him. And Swopel, see, the real strat is to get your son a gift for when he gets back and starting a fight. Yeah, there's many other alternatives. It's like, you could get your son a gift. You could, when your son comes, like, you could, for me, I'd be like, all right, I miss my son. He doesn't want to talk to me. Let me not force it. Let me just wait until he comes back and then try to make his life amazing. Better, so that he will be like, oh, I'm having a tough time and I really want to speak to dad because dad is there for me. And he's like, it's just doubling down on like my perspective. I'm right. I'm like, oh no. Like, you can't, if you're focused on how you are right, and you will find a bajillion reasons, you're not going to investigate. And if you keep doubling down on that, you are not going to investigate why your wife could be right too. Some people just can't get out of their own way. Yeah. They can't. When I told Cass about this, she was like, dude, is this guy oblivious? He wants to reconcile with her, and he told her she's cruel, she's being a cruel person. I'm like, okay, well, do you think she's gonna talk to you now? And so he's just like in this whole like loop of like, oh, angry, bitter, and then doing angry, bitter type like doing bullshit from that anger and bitterness. And then like hating her, and then what's gonna happen at some point is she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm going, because he is someone I can't work with, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start filing for shit like custody, sole custody. Because I can see he prioritizes himself over his son, over me. There is no point. And it's like, yo, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, and now the coach in this situation is like, yo, I've literally seen what happens at the other side of this. The kids, like, because of the back and forth of fighting over and over and over again, the kids want nothing to do with the father at all. Absolutely nothing. And they're all grown. They're like, yeah, dad sucks. Bye. I'm like, goddamn. So he's just playing like the victim card. Oh, my feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt. Oh my gosh, I don't get to see my son. My son's gonna be like, it's entertaining a narrative that's very self-sabotaging. And he's like, yeah, well, it's okay for me to want to be selfish and speak to my son. I'm like, not if it's at your son's expense, dude. Not if it's like at your family's expense. And here's all these reasons. Here's why. Here's all these reasons. He says, concern for upsetting him or causing distress in the future is never thought about. I'm like, what are you doing? What healthy parent would put themselves over their children? But yeah, like, obviously, so this is obviously a client. This is like starting point for many clients. And as you're saying, Tricky, he let his anger out, right? Having anger is one thing. People get angry all the time. I don't judge this guy for being like, oh man, I feel hurt, I can't see my son. Like, I get that. But what he's choosing to do, the choice he is making from that anger, is to do things which are incredibly self-sabotaging. And it's so strong that he's even resisting his coach. He's even like, I'm just there to like help for free. But he's pushing back on it. Right, the feelings themselves are fine. I'm like, yeah, bro, I get it. But what you're doing is making things worse. You are fighting with your wife. You are welcome to do that as much as you want. But then if you're going to fight with your wife, then there's no way she can see, oh, hey, we can work things out because you're actively fighting with her now. So you feel free to go ahead and like fight with your wife and call her crazy and whatever. Yeah, and you're fighting with her while she's on a trip. I'm like, she's gonna not want to deal with anything with you because she recognizes, all right, this guy is selfish, doesn't really care about his son. He's not even trying to work with me through this. So what's the fucking point? There's no point. My biggest issue with him in our marriage was I can't work things out with him because insert whatever reasons he has. Now he's saying he wants to get back with me, and he's trying to get back with me, but he's just doing the same shit. So no change. Okay. Well, bye. And like, it doesn't occur to him to like, gee, I don't know, fighting with the mother of your children in front of your kids is gonna have a worse impact. The reason you're getting divorced, bro, is because you have a tendency to fight with your wife. And now you're fighting over things and like just in so much like denial. And of course, for me, I'm like, good luck, bro. Like, his wife ain't gonna tolerate it. She's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Okay, bye. I'm like, good luck. Good luck, bro. I'm like, okay. We've told you, hey, this is the type of shit. There is no self-control. Yeah, emotions took over. It's not even just emotions take over, because I want to make a distinction. People can have intense emotions. Intense emotions. As Swolpool was saying, feelings are fine. Having intense emotions are fine. It's what you do with them which is tangible. So, relationship advice stream early access. Honestly, like with my Neo 3 burnout, I'm like considering making this type of conversation more of a regular thing. Like I like it a lot, as you can tell. Being emotionally intelligent is very attractive, not gonna lie. Yeah. And what we try to help clients do is gain that emotional intelligence and be able to do it on their own and grow it, like myself. I'm not like perfectly emotionally intelligent, but I try to figure out and learn something every day. Try to become emotionally knowledgeable. Just like in school. You go to school, You go to school, we don't know shit. You go to school, you learn stuff, you know shit, and now you're smarter. You learn stuff. That's it. But hey, you have anger issues personally, but I learned to step away, let it pass, and then talk it out. Much healthier. Here, I'll put it this way. If you didn't know, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I legit got diagnosed, and I was like, holy shit, this is serious. Cass knew it for like a long time. She's like, yeah, you got PTSD. I know it. And she has her own things too. And everybody's got problems, is all I'm trying to say. Everybody has problems, but there are people who will go through healthy ways of dealing with them and then very toxic ways. All we try to tell clients to do is just like shift from being toxic and doing toxic things to address your pain and whatever you're having to doing healthy, productive things, which people won't want to be around anyway. I mean, if she's at leaving point, I don't know, it might be too late for a bro. So one thing we say to that is, I mean, take my story. Cass and I are divorced. We've been divorced. I'm the toxic way I tell people I have ADHD so I get free drugs. Nice. So what I tell people with the whole too late thing is it's never too late to change, really. It might be too late to stop the divorce, but in terms of rebuilding a relationship and changing, it's always possible. The difficulty might be high, but that high difficulty will depend on how shitty your behavior has been and might continue to be. Hey Fiend, it's going pretty well. I'm just finishing up the stream and just telling some people some drama. So yeah, like it's again, all we try to really tell people to do is like, bro, just be healthy from now on and change, like your wife or your partner has been asking you to, and change for reasons that you personally believe in. In other words, change for yourself and become the type of person that's like super healthy, loving, etc. Or to put it simply, hey, you were being a bad partner, now time to become a good person. Ta-da! You do that, and congrats. Things get better. It's not complicated. Like, the theory behind it is not complicated. Oh, you were an asshole in your marriage? And now time to be great. I think it's long gone if you're at that stage. Yeah, sure. The breakup happens. They're exes. At this point, it's just semantics. But that outcome is a non-issue in terms of them. That outcome that they get today is a non-issue in terms of success in the long run. It really doesn't matter. Provided their change is significant enough and long-lasting and permanent and all that. It's like it's an irrelevant detail. I mean, think about me. Okay? I got divorced back in 2022. Cass kicked me out in that time. I got blocked, no contact, whatever. I'm like... Now while we're not romantically involved, and that's a good thing for a variety of reasons, and I'm okay with that, is basically what I'm saying. We're best friends. And we're gonna play Path of Exile 2 pretty soon together. We hang out. We are roommates. So I'm like, yeah, cool. Whatever. Like, I don't like it's not something I focus on. I'm like, it doesn't really like what happens in your day-to-day life, while obviously important to a certain degree, is not where the sole focus should be on. It should just be like, bro, be a good person for the sake of being a good person. I guess I'm more thinking of the relationship with his own son. So, it's right. I mean, and for this guy, I'm guessing, he'd be like, oh, it's too late for my son, so let me throw a tantrum again. They'll take the same situations that you're evaluating, and instead of being like, well, this is the reason why I should like be better, because it is getting too late and I'm really screwing things over and I need to change, they're like, oh, well, let me just stop. Some people don't understand you can be friends with an ex, but you need your mind clear. Yeah, I mean, things between Cass and I are very clear. My ex got me Ninja Gaiden 4 earlier than streamers. Nice. Yeah, for me, if someone gets mad at me and I end up feeling bad for what I did, and I hate being on people's bad sides at any point, I try to avoid it as much as possible. Okay, fair. Right, and one thing I'll say, I'm not afraid to speak my mind, but not at the expense of others. Yeah, fair. You're considerate to other people. I mean, he clearly really cares about his son, but he's so immature you might lose his son. That's sad. Yeah, that's the thing. He obviously has a strong attachment to his son. Nothing wrong with that. But what he's trying to do to satiate the pain he feels from not seeing his son or talking to his son in this troubled times is making it worse. 100%. All this this kid is 4 years old. Like, bro, he's 4. Can you, like, not fucking fight with your wife that you're trying to reconcile with? No? Okay, well, good luck. Like, it's your 4-year-old son. What I generally tell... Yeah, obviously it's not cool. He's fighting with his wife, arguing with her when they're on a trip. This kid is 4 years old, seeing his parents go through a divorce. Like, that's so much stress for that poor little child who's just readapting to things. Probably really sad and hurt and confused. You know, it's difficult for him. Naturally, the mother is going to be like, well, I want to protect my son and not have him to deal with stress more often than not, because I initiated this divorce and I know what my husband's capable of and what he's like, and I don't want my son to have to face all of that. I want to protect him. So, yeah, and by the way, I'm getting away from my husband and divorcing him because he's kind of crazy. And now I'm getting further confirmation that, hey, my husband is so selfish that he won't even think about the damage that he's done to me or the damage that he's actually doing to his son in the first place. So he can call me a cruel person, and I'm just going to distance myself further and further. And this is exactly why I just, like, don't want to deal with this shit. I entertained his lies, his bullshit. It was like an addiction of some sorts. But yeah, this is why I'm fucking out. That's what she's going to say. That's what she's probably going to think. That's what I would think. I'm like, okay, he can go ahead and stew in this whateverness, but he's being toxic, like, literally today. After he's saying, oh, he's going to change. I'm like, okay, well, push comes to shove. I can see you're full of shit and you're just going to blame me. And now you're attacking me. And you're calling me, the mother of our child, cruel. And you say you love me. Like, no. I am done with this shit. And I'm going to get the fuck out. Oh, and now I'm going to start dating other people because you are a lost cause to me. There is zero hope because you keep destroying it. I would not be surprised if she thinks like that. I'd be like, yeah, of course. This guy's like, issues. Right. And that's the thing. And so this client, right, see, you guys see what I mean when you're like, oh yeah, scratch the surface. Dude, she's in the right. It's not an easy decision for her to make. And this guy was like trying to flip the situation to try to get her to see his perspective. And that's all he's focused on. He's like, yeah, I know you're hurt. And I know you have your own perspective, but fuck all that. Listen to me. Here's why I'm right. I'm right. And she's not listening. She's not buying it because she's like, I get it, but I don't agree with it because I have a different perspective on things. And she's obviously much more mature from what I've read. Because he tried to posit the scenario, well, if when I take our son on a trip and spend time with him, you know, she was, let me get the text out. She was saying, well, if my son doesn't want to talk to me when he's on a trip with you, I'm not going to expect him to. It's like, that's fine. And she's like, and then he's like, well, no, the husband's like, well, I'm going to call you anyway. I'm going to make our son talk to you. Because that's, like, important. It's like, bro, this guy's so controlling. I'm like, no wonder. So, usually with clients like this, they are the ones where I start to realize, like, all right, well, I guess they don't see the error of their ways. And all right, well, make a choice. You want to work with your coaches who you've hired to help you, or you can just do your own shit. Go ahead. But none of this, what the consequences of your actions, like, we can already tell. Like, good luck. Best advice is don't get married in 2026. I'd say that for her. Right. They're not in control of their emotions. They feel an emotion and then it goes towards some fear-based response that they probably learned, and they're not mature at all. So, in a marriage, gotta be emotionally mature, or at least emotionally maturing, and this guy's not doing that. So, he is going to make it worse and worse, and then what he will do is, rather than thinking about how he is wrong or what he's missing, he's just gonna keep doubling down on, like, my wife's crazy, and we didn't reconcile because she's crazy. Type of deal. She's cruel, she's heartless, I do everything for the kids. Think about my pain. Right, Swolpool. Obviously, yeah. For those of you who have just listened to me and just been curious and understanding about it, this would be a non-issue for you. When you're married, you also have to worry about the paperwork. I mean, sure. Whatever. Musa, you can have your opinions about all that, and that's fine. I have a different perspective, personally and professionally. But yeah, like, so many of the issues that this client is having would be a complete non-issue altogether, with just a couple of changes to his thinking and behavior. But, want to double down on the same ways? I'm like, all right, well, has it worked? Go for it, I guess. Like, all right. And by the way, Soulpool, I completely missed that. I'm so happy for you that you're gonna get married this year. Congrats. So, if they're married, he's gonna lose 50% if he wasn't. Fiend, it sounds like you're a bit jaded in your relationships. Just a little bit. Oh no, he's gonna lose 50% for paperwork. I'm sure Swolpool and his partner can figure things out from there. But yeah, obviously divorces can be contentious, and I'm not going to focus on like every permutation of every relationship, just the ones that come to my doorstep, and obviously like my own. But like, it's whatever. Generally for healthy relationships, the priority should be, hey, how can I not get divorced, versus how can we have the best married life possible? If you have the best married life possible, then divorce is just automatically not off the table, or is off the table. It's like in Neo. If you're a great player and you kick ass, or wait, no, let me put it this way. It'll never work, I promise. What won't work? Marriage won't work? People say that. Yeah, just tell me. It's so jaded. I can tell. You do realize who you're talking to, right? Just to live in the same house, don't get married. You know who you're talking to, right? I got personal and professional experience. I've been divorced. You're speaking facts? Bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. Oh. For those of you reading Fiend Busas, you can make a choice. You can listen to Fiend Busa, who is very well versed in Ninja Gaiden things, or you might find value in considering my perspective, considering I have been through divorce, have personally helped people reconcile their marriages despite divorce, affairs, breakups, you name it, despite supposedly irreconcilable differences, despite mental disorders. No, don't listen to me. Fiend Busa's cooked. 50 years of monogamy seems unrealistic for many, though. this is the type of stuff I should talk about on Saturday, not now, because that is so tempting to get into. Here's one thing I will say. Monogamy to the same person can be unrealistic in some regards, but there are certain conditions when it becomes unrealistic. And it can seem unrealistic to some for various reasons, which I can't go in depth with given the time constraints. But there are plenty of people where monogamy for the rest of their life is totally great and happy. And as Soulpool is saying, he's like, I don't know, man, 50 years of hanging out with your best friend seems dope. I'm like, yeah. The whole thing's like, oh, it can be boring being with the same person for 50 years. I'm like, if you don't grow, yeah. It's like me. I played Neo. Here, let me put it in Neo terms. Okay? Okay, I played Neo 3 for 400 hours plus, okay? Me playing Neo 3 for 2,000 hours is very unrealistic. Unless they release DLC. When Neo 3 gets upgraded... When Neo 3 gets upgraded, then guess what? With DLC, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I get to play more hours. This is exciting. Yeah, cool, bro. I don't know, 50, friendship for sure, but I have a hard time believing that for sexual interest. Man, you are so tempting me. If sexual interest, so... Gosh, I'd have to talk so much in depth about this. This is crazy. But in between, most people will want to play other games. Yes. Of course. Yeah, not saying for you and for everyone. Right. Again, I understand. There are plenty of couples where they don't have to be monogamous. We've had, like, I've worked with people who it's like, they've been poly. No, I understand that, Husky. Obviously, for some people, it won't work for whatever reason. Some people, it will. I'm right now dispelling the myth altogether that it doesn't work for anybody. That's all. Like, different relationship dynamics. Poly can be a thing. It's fine. But it just depends on if they see eye to eye and have a general agreement. And I think Swople hit it on the head. Lack of sexual interest means y'all boring. I'll just take it from me. Like, I used to watch porn a lot. Like a ton. I had an addiction. So in terms of me having the quote-unquote wandering eye, that wandering eye, it's like, well, I know what that's like. But for me, monogamy is like, yeah. There's a lot more meaning to it. So I've had to redefine my relationship with sexual intimacy altogether, and I'm good. For me, it's very much like, no, married sex will be the best sex type of deal. But for that to occur, there's a lot of other factors that are necessary. I'm like, yeah, it looks like... I'm not asking, okay, I'm just saying people are not trustworthy for that reason. So what my line of work does is before even focusing on sex is very much like a super like late game concern, okay? Like to put it into perspective, it's like, hey, for relationships, the Neo analogy is thinking about like sexual like problems per se. You know, I guess it would be the equivalent in Neo 3 of like, all right, let me try to understand when to perfectly use footstool jump with ninja style and so on, and like, how do I do midair play with this weapon with this specific ability and whatever. I'm like, no, we need to focus, like, before we get to that, bro, before we get to like what I'm trying to do with ninja style and samurai style and 4-weapon play and all that shit, like, I think right now what we need to focus on is how do you keep us? What about Flux and Flux 2? What about style shift flow? I'm like, we've got a lot earlier like skills and things to worry about beforehand. Most people cheated on don't say, oh, I knew from the start that they would cheat. Right. But sure. Okay, yeah. This is tough to say for Saturday. I'm just going on and on and on and on about this. But what I try to focus on is establishing a very solid foundation for helping my clients be able to understand how to do that, how to create trust, how to create emotional safety between them so that they can talk about any and every fucking concern without it blowing up. So like, for example, the story that I was saying, that guy can't even handle a conflict with his wife over his feelings, over like things with, oh no, my son and how my wife is feeling. Like, he's not even in an understanding space. He's not trying to be understanding. He's so selfish and self-focused. So any concerns about, oh hey, what about all right, Finbus, that's fucked up. But the thing is, this client that I'm referring to, it's not mine, but this guy that I'm referring to is basically just ill-equipped to even deal with any talks of sex whatsoever, because there's no trust. Without trust, without safety, there's no hope for anything. Yeah, Finbusa, this story, nonetheless, regardless of who did it or whatever, is just fucked up to me. That's all. I don't want to get into about that. You do with that what you will. So it's like, I try to build a foundation, because if there's concerns about, hey, is my partner going to cheat? To me, that's a concern based on trust. Yeah, sure, Husky. That's fine. I understand the whole cheating thing. Like, I get it. And people don't like advertise, hey, I'm going to cheat on you. Even with the clients, like, they're blindsided by the affairs and the divorce. I got blindsided by the divorce, which is hilarious to me in hindsight. And that's fine. I'm not even, like, you do whatever you want. You have your own concerns. Like, that's fine. I'm talking about my work and what I do. I think we're having parallel conversations at this point. They're not intersecting. Anyway. So what I try to do is to help my clients establish a culture where there is trust, where there's safety. So that you can talk about very, very difficult things. Like, hey, I'm skeptical. I'm worried about whether I'm going to get cheated on. Do I need to worry about it? Like, I'm scared because insert X reason Y. And then you can be able to talk with your partner about it and resolve it so that you can both feel better about it. And not just feel better about it, but have grown from it and do better next time. That's it. It's not like that. It's not a complicated thing. It's just can be challenging for people to do because of intense emotions, intense fears that rule them, past experiences, and so on. So that's what I usually work with, is just establishing that very solid foundation. Because like Soulpool is saying, you know, having that relationship where it feels like you have somebody you can fully trust, like a best friend, you can have fun with no matter what, and no matter what you do, no matter what you try, and it's exciting, and then if problems do come up, you can resolve them and grow for them and upgrade it, and it's basically a maturing, evolving relationship that gets better and better over time. Like, clients, you just have nothing to worry about at that point. You could have problems in the present, but it's like you can just it's just constantly growing. So right. But anyway, so I've talked about this a lot. My aunt's husband is super insecure. He gets mad at her for staying at grandpa's house without him for too long. Like, where you been? Like, bro, chill. Yeah. So I usually have to help my clients understand how to be healthy when it comes to their own emotions, trying to find behaviors which actually are productive and helpful for them to create a lot of trust, emotional safety in their relationships. So things like that. And that's what I did. I'm just speaking from experience, bro. Okay. Speaking from experience personally, professionally. Anyway, I gotta go. I guess I should have another stream about this so we can just chat about this and I don't have to feel rushed for time. So I'll think about it. Maybe twice a week. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see everybody later. Take care and bye.